It is a brand new match day in the Premier League as we face Dean Smith's Aston Villa at the Emirates Stadium. A team with the quality of Jack Grealish and Ross Barkley and Ollie Watkins, and as well as a certain goalkeeper called Emiliano Martinez. It is 9th versus 8th in the Premier League, and it is a chance for us to get another win and climb that table and get out of mid-table mediocrity. So with that being said, guys, welcome back to Boys Channel. Let's get into this and let's discuss a brand new predicted lineup: Arsenal versus Aston Villa. Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is Bavs14 and welcome back to Boys Channel. As always, before we get into the video, make sure to go down there, drop a like on the video, and also subscribe to the channel if you are new. We are less than 1,000 away from 30,000, so please do subscribe to the channel. Get in the comments and let me know your personal predictions and also what are your own predicted lineups. All that being said, guys, Arsenal, Aston Villa, the Emirates Stadium. Here is the predicted lineup. Here we go. In terms of the goalkeeper, lads, there's only going to be one guy, and that is man like my goalkeeper, Bernd Leno. Now normally I keep this short and simple and to the point, but then again I also realized in the Aston Villa goal we have a certain old friend of ours, Emiliano Martinez, and you know what is going to be a massive game for Bernd Leno is him versus Martinez, and let's see who comes out on top. But all I'm going to say is I'm going to back my goalkeeper, man like Bernd Leno, to their death. And yes, Emiliano, yeah, we were great friends, but today we are enemies, and let's see how you do. But yeah, lads, get in the comments and let me know your honest thoughts on Bernd Leno so far this season. Moving on to the first centre back, it's gonna be my centre back. Yeah, the Brazilian excellence that is Gabriel Magalhães. Listen, I don't need to make myself any more clear. This guy, I'll go as far as saying already, is our best centre back. Now, I have heard some friends from some Arsenal fans claiming this guy is one of the best in the league already. And as much as the boy is guilty as always when it comes to overhyping players, I think in terms of Gabriel, let's relax a little bit. Let's hold the chat and let's see how he progresses throughout the rest of the season, because so far my man has been excellent. He's been outstanding. And after all, in that last game against Man United at Old Trafford, I mean, has anyone seen Marcus Rashford? Because I'm starting to get worried. And so I don't need to talk about this too much. Gabriel Magalhães has to start. This is again a no-brainer. Mikel, you better not think of anything. And there you go. Moving on to his partner centre back. Now I'm not going to go for Salah, but this week I'm going to go for man like Rob Holding. And again, now I understand man like David Luiz is back from injury. We've also got man like Scott Mustafi, but again, we're just going to hold that for a second. I think we need to give some credit to man like Rob Holding. After all, my man wasn't even meant to be in the squad against Man United. Then out of nowhere, at the start of the game, man hits us with the RKO. He turns to the Prime Undertaker. Dong, and here we are. Rob Holding's arrived, and you know, since then, I haven't seen Rashford and I haven't seen Greenwood either. And so far this season, Rob Holding has looked like a pretty decent centre back. So again, we're gonna start him in this game. But lads, get in the comments and let me know who you would start. Moving on to right back, lads, is gonna be man like Heki B, man like Hector Bellerin. Again, listen, my right back has to start. I don't think this is a real debate. Now, of course, you have man like Fofty, man like Ainsley Maitland-Niles, and of course, you also have man like Cedric Suarez. But again, just like with man like Rob Holding, you have to give respect on my right back's name. Heki B has had a bit of a remontada, and Arteta is clearly a fan of him. He's seeing him improve and he's getting the best out of him. We're getting assists, we're getting forwards, and in that game against Man United, of course, he also got that penalty. And then of course what followed was beautiful scenes. The penalty, the dancing, it was beautiful. And one thing that we have to give credit to Bellerin is that running behind is become his trademark and has become a secret weapon of Arteta's Arsenal. Bellerin right back, easy for me. Moving on to left back, lads, this is very easy. It's going to be Tesco's finest, not Trippier, is Kieran Tierney, KT. In terms of Kieran Tierney, I have to respect this guy because this guy's stamina is insane. 1 minute he's playing as a left-sided centre back, and the next minute man's playing as a left winger. I mean, the stamina to go up and down constantly during the game, you have to put some respect on his name. And I think what we're finally seeing so far this season is Bellerin and Tierney have the effect they were meant to have on the team last year. And yeah, in terms of that back four, I'm actually very happy with that. I think they're growing as players, they're growing together, and overall they look like a very solid back four. And so far, on paper, Arsenal have the best defence in the Premier League. I can't believe I just said that. So God, please, long may it continue, because trust me, I need this in my life, at least for now. Moving on to the midfield, central midfielder, the middle of it. It's easy. It's man like Thomas Partey. The Ghanaian excellence, bro. I told you about my man here. When we were linked with him constantly during the summer, There was a lot of fans in the comments saying, yo Bavs, is this guy really worth the hype? Are we overhyping him as a fan base? Is he worthy of the Partey song? But listen, if you guys were there at Old Trafford, at OT in Manchester, we had a Partey and this guy was a massive part of that as well. Not only was he dominant midfield, the presence was there, the passing, the one-touch football, the elegant dribbling, the nutmegs, leaving Paul Pogba on his backside. You even had man like Roy Keane compare him to Patrick Vieira. Now listen, that's not me, that's Roy Keane, my guys. Let's take a word from him. And after their game, I think it's been made very clear Thomas Partey has to be the centerpiece of the Arsenal midfield. Xhaka, I appreciate you, Ceballos as well, but this guy is the centerpiece. Move aside, my guys, and let the Ghanaian excellence dominate. Thomas Partey starts as that first central midfielder. Again, I think you guys can agree, there are no debates to be had. Moving to his partners in midfield, the left one, it's going to be man like Bukayo Saka, not Wan-Bissaka, my star boy, I say, my star boy. Now, first things first, I have to put a bit of respect on Joe Willock's name. Of course, he had a decent game in the Europa League. I think the keywords there is the Europa League. This is the Premier League. This is serious business only. And while Willock is closing down into spot, I think Arteta is still going to go for Saka. He trusts him, he loves him, and so do I, and so do most Arsenal fans. This guy is just getting better and better with game in game. Bukayo Saka is almost a key player to the Mikel Arteta system because he is perfect when it comes to transitioning into the 4-3-3 and also the 3-4-3 as well. And are there really any debates to be had? No, there aren't. We're going to move on. And moving on to the final central midfielder to complete the midfield three, I'm going to put in man like Mohamed Elneny. Yo, this is a mad one. I never thought I'd see the day, but I have put Mohamed Elneny in my first ever predicted lineup. He's gone to Old Trafford and he showed the other Arsenal midfielders, Xhaka and Ceballos and Pogba, take some notes, my guys. This is how you play in the midfield. And he almost looked like the perfect partner to Thomas Partey, you know, complimenting his game, working hard, and just their energy my man offers. You have to put respect on the Egyptian king. And so I'm going to go for that exact same midfield three again. Saka, Partey, Elneny. Lads, get in the comments and let me know your own personal midfield threes in the comments below. And also, let's get some appreciation for my midfielder, Mohamed Elneny. I never thought I'd see the day. Moving on to the front three, lads, I'm going to go left winger first, and it's going to be Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. I think this time round, this is not going to be my personal predicted lineup. I'm actually going to give the lineup of Arteta. I think what was made clear in that game against Man United, he wants to play a striker who drops off deeper, plays like a false nine, and as much as I love Aubameyang, I don't think he has that ability to drop off as a false nine. He's a striker who wants to stay in the box, and he wants to get his goals there. But also at the same time, what happens is when you have that system and you have the false nine, and it works out, you then have more space for Aubameyang and more space for the other winger as well. And hence why I kind of low-key now understand why Aubameyang's been starting out wide. And I think it's about time we get a few more goals from Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, breaking his long goal drought, which is only 5 games, in that last game with that penalty. But yeah, guys, get in the comments and let me know, what do you think is Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang's best position? But yeah, guys, get in the comments and let me know your personal thoughts on what do you think is Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang's best position in this Arsenal team. Moving on to the right winger, I think for me this is the key of the system, and that is Nicolas Pepe. You know what? I appreciate man like Willian, and he was very, very decent in that game against Man United. Do you know what? Looking around social media recently, I have seen a bit, and I mean a bit, of disrespect on Nicolas Pepe's name. And so get in the comments and let me know your personal thoughts. Do you honestly think Nicolas Pepe has been a flop? But then again, the stats are saying kind of elsewise. After all, since he joined Arsenal last season, no other player except for Aubameyang has been involved in more goals. And he's also so far this season had 6 goals and assists, so you kind of have to put some respect on his name. Now I understand that is mostly the Europa League, but still, those are the games he's playing and those are the games he's having impacts in. Nicolas Pepe has never ever in his Arsenal career played more than 4 Premier League starts in a row. And for me, there is no coincidence why in the second halves of games Pepe starts to get more involved, because the more he plays, the more minutes he plays, the more he adapts, and the more he has some presence and an effect on the game. This guy of course cost 72 great British million £1 last summer, so let me know your thoughts on him in the comments below. But in this game, I am going to start man like Presence Blood FC. Nico, don't let me down, and Mikel, you better start it. Moving on to the striker, lads, I'm going to put in Alexandre Lacazette. And then again, this isn't me wanting to choose him. Again, this is me more thinking Arteta is going to choose him, so I'm going to have to put him there anyway. So Laka, here we are, let's have a discussion. In terms of Lacazette in the last game, he actually had, for me, a decent game in terms of just holding the ball up. But overall, what we saw from Lacazette is what I want to see. Hold the ball up, move the ball forwards, and make things happen. In terms of Lacazette, we all know there's a player there, and there was a player there back in 2018-2019. And after all, he was the Arsenal Player of the Year for a specific reason. I have lost a bit of belief in Lacazette, and I just don't know where he's going right now as an Arsenal Arsenal player. And so I'm going to throw it to you guys in the comments below. Let me know your honest, brutal thoughts on Alexandre Lacazette and his future at Arsenal Football Club. And so there you guys go, have one final look at it. That is my final predicted lineup. Hopefully Mikel starts to this, because if he does, I think we can get the win against Aston Villa. I'm gonna go for a 3-1 Arsenal victory. Let me know your predictions in the comments below. With that being said, guys, of course, if you have enjoyed the video, make sure to go down there, drop a like on the video, and also do subscribe to the channel if you are new. Get in the comments and let me know your own personal predictions and your own predicted lineups. Follow my social media and subscribe to my group channel, The Offsiders. That would be massively appreciated. The links are in the description below. In the latest Arsenal preview and predictions, we discussed Arsenal versus Aston Villa, a big one in the Premier League, the return of Emiliano Martinez, and again, a must-win game for the Arsenal. I will see you guys very soon in a bit.